Okay, it was day 2 of Fit Camp in the afternoon session. Isabeau had us now. Now, she came to us today. It was so funny. She said, the good news is you're only going to go for 1 hour today. The bad news is that 1 hour is going to be complete hell. And we were like, oh boy, what does that mean? And so she had us all get on the treadmill, which seemed simple enough, right? And she had us all grab some weights that were appropriate to our level of fitness. I had 8-pound weights. Yeah, that's me acting silly. And early on, we were all giddy and everything, walking on the treadmill. It was just a good time and just soaking it all in on the treadmill. And we were like, okay, this isn't so bad. Isabeau was standing in front of us, and we were all just walking. We had a little bit of an incline. Like I say, everybody was in a jovial mood. There's Leslie waving at the camera. And we were just enjoying ourselves. Now, slowly you can see people, Leslie starting to get a little tired there, starting to get a little more weary. We were starting to go uphill. And what Isabeau had us do was we would start off at a certain speed and a certain steepness to the treadmill. And we had to keep going steeper and steeper and steeper, and thankfully every time she went slower on the speed, she went higher on the steepness. And that doesn't sound like it's too hard, but as you can see Ann there on the end, she's starting to, you can start to feel it in your quadricep. And now keep in mind, our quadricep muscles and our shins and our hamstrings were all already hurting. We didn't need more hurt, Isabeau. Just kidding. But you can see Amy there, or excuse me, Kim there, starting to struggle, and I'm sitting there grabbing my shirt. Help me, Rhonda! Help me, Rhonda! And yeah, it was getting pretty tough. Now watch what she has us do here in a second. This was the ultimate in cruelty. This right here, 15 on the steepness. And I don't care how fast you're going, 15 steepness is hard. And then she had us stick these dumbbells in the air above our head. Yeah, we were sweating. Our hearts were beating fast. You had to go to just somewhere else. It was just not happening. It was just, that was one of the most difficult things I think we did all in the first 2 days, was having those in the air on a 15 level of steepness. Pretty cruel. But the good thing is we were able to come back down. We dropped the weights and we came down on the level of the steepness slowly. We went from 15 down to 13, and we were walking that and just trying to breathe. That was the biggest thing. The breathing was just so hard because, you know, this is a tough workout. Now, in all, this workout lasted about 30 minutes. Now, you can see there on our faces, this wasn't a fun experience. And it certainly took a lot of mental as well as physical toll on us. But the thing Isabeau, and the thing I like about Isabeau's training style, is she's very supportive, very encouraging. She's like, yes, this is going to hurt, but there's a purpose in it. There's a reason for it. We all have our reasons and our goals for being here. And those are the things we need to focus on, not the immediacy of the pain that we're in, but actually why we're here and what we're trying to accomplish while we're here. And that was a really good reminder, you know, while we were going through all this tough pain. Yeah, we were coming back down again, but we were all exhausted, you know, and it's almost 30 minutes into this workout, and we're all going, okay, I can do this. This is not going to be so bad. We're going to make it. This isn't impossible. We will make it through this, and one way or another, it's going to make me a better person as a result. And that's what we had to keep telling ourselves. Now, after the treadmill workout, she had us do this little set of a little bit of resistance training where we set up against the wall, and that was working the quadricep muscles a little more. As if they weren't already burning. This made them burn a little more. And then she had us move from the wall to the treadmill itself, doing push-ups with the treadmill. And again, that looks easy. It's not real easy. And she made us stand on the balls of our feet to provide a little more resistance. And as you'll see next, we had to pull ourselves up. And you'll see Michelle there. She is a real trooper. I mean, she was doing those, and I'm like, whoa, you go, girl. I had a little trouble with them. I got a few in, but it was a great workout. Who knew a treadmill could provide that much of a workout for you? And then we ran it all out at the end. She made us run just a little bit on the treadmill just to burn those last few calories that we had left in us, as if we didn't already have no energy left at all. She made sure she depleted the rest of whatever was left in us at that point. And as we go down the line there's just see the intensity in everybody's faces. It's like, okay, yeah, we're making it through this. Yes, the good news was we only went an hour today. The bad news, it was a hell of an hour. And look at Michelle. I think she speaks for all of us with that look right there. And now we're going to hear from Isabeau with her thoughts about how the day went in her opinion. Okay, Isabeau, we just finished day 2.
Mm-hmm.
And today you did something a little bit different with us. Everybody just watched it. Now tell us a little bit about what we did.
We did do it a little differently today. The Fit Campers have been pretty much going crazy doing circuit training. We've had them jumping over things and jumping on things and all that good stuff. So today we decided, or I decided, I don't think they had any choice in the matter.
No.
But I decided it would be good to do a full day of treadmill workouts, concentrating mostly on cardio, because they kind of, when I got here, they looked a little more afraid to see me.
Yeah.
And the thing about cardio is all it really requires is an elevated heart rate. So as opposed to weight training, it does require more intensity. So I figured, all right, if they're not going to give me 100% intensity today, I want to throw them on some serious cardio, get their heart rates way up there into calorie burning mode, and get them going.
So this wasn't just 3 miles an hour for an hour. Tell us what you did and the method behind it and why.
Well, first, they were all complaining about their quads today, which is the front muscle in your leg.
Right.
So I decided we needed some treadmill work that would work the back of your leg, your hamstrings. So we got on the treadmills and we brought it up in incline to incline 3, and then we just kept moving it up on the incline, moving it down a little bit in the speed, but not too much. They were still sweating pretty hard, and we went all the way up to incline 15 and then all the way back down to incline 0.
Right.
And that took about a half an hour to climb that mountain. So and then after that we did some a little tiny bit of resistance exercise just to get those muscles activated. And then we hopped back on the treadmill and did some sprinting.
Well, tomorrow we have off. Thank you. And so I guess that means Thursday. I was asking Jacob this morning, so that means Thursday we're going to work twice as hard, huh?
That's right. But it is super important to take a day of rest.
Absolutely.
Especially when you're working out this hard. Your muscles need time to rebuild and to replenish themselves. So a day of rest is definitely needed and deserved at this point. Yeah, that's something a lot of people think they have to train, and really resting is where all the benefits from training happen. That's right. Your muscles need to build back up again.
Well, thank you, and we'll see you in a couple of days.
All right, thank you.